Hello, GWT family. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's webinar. Today, we have an amazing presenter that will take us through the presentation. His name is Regional Ambassador Dr. Anthony Oseghale. Dr. Anthony is a health professional practicing in Edo State, Nigeria. He's an associate fellow of the Faculty of Family Dentistry, National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. He is the immediate past president of the Association of Resident Doctors, State Hospitals Management Board in Edo State. He's a pastor, husband to Regional Ambassador Joy Oseghale, and father of 3 lovely kids. He launched his VDM in October 2014. He has personally launched 38 VDMs and has a very powerful team of over 510 in over 13 countries and still counting. He won the Diplomat Challenge and thoroughly enjoyed the $2,000 shopping spree bonus and other associated benefits. He qualified for the free GWT Ambassador Cruise, which departed the port of Miami, USA on the 11th of April 2016 to the Bahamas. He is also qualified for the Regional Ambassador Exotic Vacation, all expenses paid by Global World Trade. He was given the prestigious GWT Leadership Award by our amazing CEO, Mr. Ramin Mesgalo, in Abuja, Nigeria, November 2015. He also received the Elite Leadership Award from the CEO in April 2016 in Toronto, Canada. He's an international speaker and trainer. He's currently a GWT Regional Ambassador and has qualified for the exotic vacation, like I earlier said, and also the global revenue share and other associated benefits. I must also add that he is my sponsor. So I'm excited to welcome our presenter today, Dr. Anthony Oseghale. Dr. Anthony, can you hear me?
Wow, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Danny, can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Daniel Olorunsoyi, our ambassador of the month of May. You've been doing a yeoman's job, making sure that LCs in this business all over the world who join into our global webinar trainings Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and of course Sundays, especially for Africa, Europe, and the Middle East, and so on. You've been absolutely fantastic, so professional. Thank you so much for all the sacrifices, making sure that we all get trained and we do well in this business. So great appreciations to you, and thank you for the fantastic edification tonight.
Thank you, sir.
That said, good evening, everybody. I'm delighted to be on call to actually handle this training tonight, the Diamond Advantage and the CDSE incentives. And then, of course, really, why go Diamond? Why do you want to go Diamond? All right. And first thing you want to just have in your mind is this: the purpose of this training is to help you get to the 10K plan even faster. 10K plan means you start to earn $10,000 per month income in this business, and basically that stands for freedom financially. That's why you started this business. You wanted to maximize on your investments. You wanted to have time freedom. You wanted to have the financial leverage and the financial allowance to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's why you came on and say the 10K plan, is where you want to get to, and this training is going to help you to get there. And so we'll launch right into the training. I do hope you have your pens with you, your jotters with you. We're going to have some little bit of mathematics on the call tonight, and so you get ready for this amazing journey. So let's go. All right, now the Diamond Advantage. Now, the first thing that you want to understand about Diamond is that only the Diamond has 3 business centers. Of course, the Retail Lab, the Selenium, the Gold packages all have one business center, BDM1, from which they can accumulate volume and cycle out week after week and earn commissions at their level. But of course, you launch the diamond at 3,599, and then you start to be on your IA, your monthly IA of $150 per month, and you are on your way to accumulating commissions on, a commissionable volume on not just one of the business centers, but you also accumulate volume on the second business center and the third business center. So the diamond has 3 business centers. So that's you with BDM1, and then again you BDM2 and you BDM3. But of course, when you start the business, BDM1 is activated, and you can actually do cycle out and enjoy the benefits of launching VDMs both on the common team and of course the private team to you. So you can launch VDMs left and right, and of course you start out expanding your team, assuming that that's your common team. Of course, following the team strategy, you build the common team, put in your first 3, and train the other LCs that you're introducing to the business to put in their first 3 on their common team, and then afterwards you put in the next 3 on the private team. That's team strategy, people, to help you to establish your momentum, and then of course advance your momentum and sustain your momentum. And so by the time you're doing that, you find out that on one of your teams you accumulate volumes down to infinity. So it's infinite volume, and then the same thing you do on BDM3, and you accumulate volume down to infinity as well. And so let's assume, for demonstration purpose, that the volume that you've accumulated on your BDM2 on your left team is about $1 million volume. All right. Let's assume that's the volume of the value of the volumes that you've accumulated over time, because you've been paying your IA, you've been continuously making those product purchases by paying your IA on a monthly basis, and the activity of your entire team has been accumulating for you. So $1 million at that particular end would of course register for you in the business on your left team, and then again that means $1 million represented there for you. And as you go forward, the right team, let's assume the amount of work that's been going on in that place has again generated for you up to $2 million worth of volume, and then of course that also registers on your right team. All right, so left team you have $1 million worth of volume, and the right team $2 million worth of volume. Guess what happens at the end of the day when you take a look at the accounting for BDM1? That is $1 million worth of volume on the left, $2 million worth of volume on the right. That's $3 million worth of volume. Multiply that by 8%, and that gives you the commission that you would have earned on both left and right. Remember, this is over time. So over time, you could have earned as much as $250 $240,000 in team commissions just by continuously working the business and generating volume, on BDM1. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely fantastic. You keep enjoying and benefiting from your work. You're building this once, and you continue to earn into the future. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. Now, just the same way that this $1 million worth of commissionable volume accumulated on BDM1 for you, that same volume accumulates also on BDM2. And so you have $1 million accumulated on BDM2. And if you are a diamond member already, you will observe in your back office, when you look at your volumes, you observe that, yes, you are seeing these values in your BDM1 left team. You're also seeing those values in your BDM2, the same left team. If you look at the right team, you observe the same thing on the right side, of course, provided that activity is being generated on both sides. Okay, so here we are, the same volume that you have already worked, the same effort has accumulated for you $1 million volume on your left team in BDM1, and it's stored up for you in BDM2. And then of course, going further in BDM3, remember you already generated $2 million volume on the right team. That same amount of volume is stored up in your BDM3. So it's stored up for you into the future, and that's amazing. All right, and then you come into the time in the business, what we call hitting a cap club, when you begin to earn $10,000 in a week, and when you hit cap club and meet the requirements for that, guess what? Just the same way you had the opportunity of launching BDMs on both your left and right team in BDM1, you are going to get that same opportunity to begin to do that in BDM2 and BDM3, because now you've hit Cap Club, all right? So what happens is your BDM2 is opened up and you can now launch VDMs in the inner leg. The same thing will happen for your BDM3. You can now launch BDMs in the inner leg as well. And so this is very, very powerful, because now in BDM2, now you have zero points there right now because you've not been doing anything. But when that BDM2 is activated, you now begin to have the opportunity of generating volume on that side as well. Remember, you already have $1 million worth of volume already stored up on the left team of BDM2 now. All right, so if you bring in or get just one LC who is a diamond BDM, that will contribute, of course, $2,100 worth of volume. Of course, that's just simply multiplying 1,680 IA times 1.25. That gives you the dollar equivalent of CV that is, of course, pushed up the binary, okay? And so just one diamond LC that you launch, guess what? Will help you in VDM. That gives 2,100 up there, will help you in VDM2 to earn $500, because you already have the volume 2/3 of the work already done for you in BDM2 on your left team. So now, just one diamond LC that launches in the right team of BDM2, you earn $500. Because remember, 1/3 on one side is a requirement for you to earn, and you already have the 2/3 on the left team, $500 for you in BDM2. And guess what? Just that single LC will also make you earn 2,100 CV in BDM1 as well, because remember, any activity on your left team goes up as well to BDM1, and then you get paid out $500 on BDM1 as well. So what's happening here is you get paid twice on the same volume activity. You launch one BDM under BDM2, you get paid in BDM2, and you get paid in BDM1. That's absolutely mind-blowing. When I saw this diamond advantage, I was just 2 weeks old in GWT, I was screaming. I just couldn't believe my eyes. Absolutely fantastic. And this is the pay plan that we have in GWT. It's never been done before. This is just absolutely awesome. Now, guess what? You come over to BDM3, just one BDM launched on BDM3 as a diamond, and the next thing you're going to find a repeat of that same accumulation of CV in BDM1 and BDM3, and you get paid $500 right away on that other right side as well. In BDM3, you get $500, and in BDM1, you get $500. So you are also benefiting at the end of the day, getting twice the payment for the same activity and the same effort. And so at the end of the day, not only do you get the opportunity of earning, remember, up to $10,000 per week in BDM1. Now that BDM2 and 3 have been activated, you can now, as a diamond, earn up to $30,000 per week in weekly commissions. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Talk about financial freedom. Talk about earning monies. Talk about benefiting from your work into the future. Talk about not losing out on any effort whatsoever. This is what GWT is all about. And then, of course, we go into another way that you make money in this business. We're talking about earning residual commissions globally. You can get paid up to 10% on all team sales globally. Of course, same as 8% anyways. You get paid up to 10% on all team sales globally. And so you have team partners in North America, you have in Europe, you have in Africa, you have in Australia, all over the world. Guess what happens? Every activity in your team from all across the world generates for you a residual commission. And of course, let's take, for example, that you decide to launch as a diamond in this business. And of course, you launch as a diamond. First of all, you benefit $4,600 retail value worth of bonus products for launching a diamond. And of course, we always say to people, when you launch in this business, the money that you use to launch this business is immediately giving back to you in products. You lose nothing. There's absolutely nothing to lose. As a matter of fact, you gain so much by going diamond. And so you launch a diamond BDM up to $4,600 retail value of bonus products preloaded into your back office, and you can immediately shop with those products and begin to enjoy retail sales or for your own personal use as well. And then let's say you go on to launch 3 new BDMs. Guess what happens? You'll get $500 because now 3 new BDMs will meet the requirement to generate up to 5,000 volume, 2 on one side, 1 on the other side, and you get to cycle out 1 full cycle, and that gives you $500 in team commission as a diamond. And of course, because you also get $1,050 as wholesale profit. Remember, you launch a diamond BDM, you get $350 wholesale profit on each times 3. That will give you $1,050. And so for that activity, you've earned right away $1,550, which is the total for the commission and wholesale profit. That's absolutely mind-blowing, and it's a beautiful, beautiful stuff that we have right in here, a powerful enhancement of the compensation plan and we are experiencing. And again, if you came into the business and within your first 30 days, you launched you launched 3 diamond BDMs as we just discussed, you also win the bonus $2,000 retail products. Of course, we're talking about the Diploma Challenge. So that applies to those high-flying luxury consultants who come into the business and believe in speed and believe in going out there and making it happen, just like myself. And of course, you enjoy the $2,000 bonus retail products in the business. And so putting together the total of all that you have earned in this business, just in this first 1 month, if you did this, total earnings could be up to $8,150. Of course, that's talking about cash and products put together. All right. So this is absolutely fantastic. Imagine the kind of momentum, imagine the kind of earnings, imagine the kind of the culture that you're generating by doing this. Okay. Now let's advance this further. Now imagine that you launch 3 diamond BDMs. Of course, if 3 of your diamond BDMs launch 3 diamonds each as well, guess what? You earn up to a total of $1,500 in team commission. Of course, because if you have 3 diamonds this way, 3 diamonds this way, that means you have 10 on one side, 5 on the other side. Guess, you have 6 on one side, 3 on the other side. That generates enough volume for you to cycle out 3 times, and you end up earning $1,500 in team commission. All right. And so, secondly, now those diamonds who launched 3 diamonds would have earned $500 each. All right. They would have earned $500 each, and what that will mean will be 500 times 10% business development bonus, and you get $50 times 3, which is $150 in BDB. Of course, 50% of that will come in as your travel bonus, and the other 50% will come in as your commissionable, as your check match bonus. All right, the BDB check match bonus. Okay, and then let's say that particular next generation, the 9 diamonds now launch 3 diamonds each. That will bring you $4,500 commissions in the business as team commission. If the 9 BDMs, the diamonds that you have, go ahead and launch now 3 BDMs each, you get $4,500. Okay. Now 27 BDMs, if they launch 3 diamonds each, that will get you $14,500 in team commission. And that's what we're talking about. Okay, going into the future, this system keeps duplicating, and you're on your way to earning remarkable benefits in the business. Of course, this is one of the benefits that you have in going diamond, and of course, having this culture start off in your team or people going diamond. All right. So going forward into the training, we look at the importance of diamond advantage. Number 1, become diamond level as soon as possible and begin to contribute your monthly savings of $150 monthly into your inventory account to accumulate the volume on all 3 business centers. All right. If you stay as a retailer, or you stay as a Selenium, you stay as a gold, all right, you will not accumulate any volumes whatsoever in VDM 2 or 3 because they are not activated. All right, they're not active. But once you go diamond, they become active, and every effort you put into the business, every effort, every cost your success put into the business begins to accumulate for you into the future. Why waste commissionable volume? Why? Commissionable volume is money. CVs, it represents money. So why waste it? Okay, you came into the business, you have a business mindset, you came here to do something to accomplish financial freedom, get into a 10K club, then maximize it by making the wise decision of going diamond. All right, and so start to accumulate the VDMs on to accumulate volume on all 3 business centers. And number 2, your second and third virtual designer malls, the business centers, become valuable real estate because of the amount of volume it will accumulate. This is your business, and you can choose to pass it down to your future generations. You can actually, pass it down as an inheritance to your kids. You can give out BDM 2 to your kid, to your one of your kids. You can give out BDM 3. and they'll begin to do the business, they begin to work the business and go forward with the business. They can inherit it. And so it can be an investment for you. You're generating these CVs and you're storing it up in BDM 2 and 3, and then you hit Cap Club and those BDMs are open and you begin to enjoy, the benefits of your work. All right. So think about this as a business. Think about it like a businessman who's looking to the future, who is operating with a strategy. All right. And then, of course, you can also sell the BDM 2 and BDM 3 at your own negotiated costs. You can get a networker who is so interested, so excited, and sell that particular BDM 2 to that individual at your negotiated costs. Imagine accumulating millions of dollars worth of CV in a particular BDM, maybe after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, and then somebody comes to purchase that particular BDM. Imagine the kind of revenue you are going to make from the sale of that BDM. All right? And then, of course, you can also partner with someone else to build BDM 2 or BDM 3 with you. And you can say, hey, look, guy, come and work this business in BDM 2. We'll split it 50-50 or whatever percentage you want to agree. The person is working and you're on the beach enjoying yourself, because every time some work is done there, you earn the $500 in BDM 2 or BDM 3, whichever the case is, and you still earn the same $500 in BDM 1. So this is something to walk into the future for. It's absolutely fantastic, and you don't want to lose any CV whatsoever as you start the business. Of course, examples involves Reza Mesgalu's story of what it means to join early in the business. He started in 2005. The first 3 years, Reza just kept contributing his $150 per month IA. By the time he decided to start building his private team, he had accumulated over $8 million worth of volume on one side. 2/3 of the work had been done. All he had to do was start to do the 1/3, and he kept cycling out and cycling out and cycling out. And before you knew what was up, within the next 1 year or so, Reza Mesgalu became the first GWT millionaire. The first to earn $1 million in commission. This will also happen for all of us who are on this call and every else in this company, because we are building to the billion. All right. And so going forward in this training, we just want to quickly go to some reminders about the benefits of the diamond. Number one, the culture of speed. It's important that you lead by example and you make money faster. Have you observed that when you are prospecting and talking with certain people, some of them always ask you, what BDM did you start with? What BDM did you start with? And what BDM package are you right now? So if you started as a diamond, you say, I started as a diamond. Immediately you have told that person that diamond is the best way to start, diamond is the wise way to start, diamond is the place to function from, and chances are it's going to do diamond. If you started as a selenium, you say, oh, I started as a selenium, and 6 months after you're still a selenium. And the man says, you start as a selenium, you say, yeah, so he thinks that's the best way for him to start as well. And it starts as a selenium, and because it took you 6 months and you're still a selenium, he's not going to bother. There's no urgency. He can actually stay selenium for the next 6 months as well. Now, that doesn't benefit that man. It doesn't benefit him, because it's really, you actually are losing staying that long on that package, when you should have been accumulating for the same effort a lot of benefits in the business, and many other things I'm going to show you that are the benefits of going diamond right away. Now, you could start at any point to take position, but put it in the back of your mind, I'm hitting diamond in my next 7 days. I'm hitting diamond in so time. I launched my business as a silver BDM when we see at silver package, and I made sure I upgraded to diamond just within a span of, I think, about 9 or 10 days. I upgraded to diamond right away, because I knew from the beginning diamond was the way to go. So you can take position with retailer, with selenium, with gold, but go diamond, so you can maximize on the benefits of a diamond BDM. And of course, this becomes the culture in your team. I didn't just stop at diamond. I went out prospecting. I launched, I launched about 7 BDMs in my first 1 month, and became a diplomat and won the diploma challenge. And so that's a culture. You want to generate that culture in your team and move on. Now, you may say, oh, I didn't do it in my first 30 days. Now you are hearing this particular training. What you've got to do is go diamond right away. Tell you, between now and the next 7 days, I'm going to go diamond. Let me let you know a little secret. I started as a silver. I actually borrowed the money to upgrade to diamond. I actually did that. Am I telling you on the call, hey, go and borrow money to do what I want? That's the call that you have to make. That's up to you. But I saw this business. I saw the opportunity. I saw the competition plan. I knew that it would be a waste. I was going to go diamond anyway. So why lose out on the extra products? Why lose out on the diamond challenge bonus? I was going to do that anyway. So I borrowed the fund and I upgraded to diamond. And of course, I've made multiples of my diamond upgrade money, all right, in my time in GWT, multiples of that. So launch the culture of speed, lead by example, so you can make money faster and your team can make money faster as well. Show them the right thing, all right? Don't be scared. No, show them the right thing. Show them where to go. Hey, I don't have diamond money. Okay, start up as another BDM, but upgrade to diamond, okay? Number 2, diamond has the best discounts on products, up to 40% off when you shop, as opposed to the retailer, 25% off. So why purchase at 25 or 30 or 35 when I can purchase at 40% discount? That's immediate savings for you. The money you would have used to make purchases as a Celidium, why not put it all together and upgrade to diamond? And you have amazing product value. You can actually do the shopping. So it makes a lot of sense. 3, diamond has the best retail profits of up to 6-7%. So you make a sale, you earn so much. You make a sale, you earn so much. Why earn less for the same effort? I mean, it's the same effort. So get to diamond as fast as possible and maximize your profit in the business. Diamond has the first generation matching bonus of 10%. Of course, you know that's 50% check match and 50% travel bonus. Okay, so is actually a 5% check match and 5% travel bonus. Okay, all right. So Diamond has a particular matching bonus of 10% in the business. Again, only Diamond has the second generation matching bonus of 5%. The retailer, the Celidium, the Gold does not have the second generation matching bonus of 5%. So maximize the earning potential, maximize the BDB earning potential by going diamond. All right. And then number 6, only diamond accumulates volume on all 3 virtual designer modes. Remember, we're talking about reminders now. Only diamond accumulates volume on all 3 BDMs. Number 4, it's inheritable. You can pass down your second and third business centers to your kids or whoever. So that's number 7, it's inheritable. All right. Number 8, diamond psychological power. There's this psychological power. It's kind of like tricking your mind, all right, where you find that if you invest more in a business, you take things more seriously than if you put in little money. This becomes an extra why for you, all right? If you just invested maybe $500 or stuff, and then you're doing the business, and then maybe you find that, you know, you run into 1 or 2 challenges here and there, it's easy to give up. After all, it's just $500, I can let that go, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's just $169, I can let that go, blah, blah, blah. It's just $699, I can let that go. Anyway, let me just enjoy my products and so on and blah, blah. But if you launch at $3,599, you're upgraded to Diamond for whatever package you are, that's some tidy amount of money. You don't want to let that money go. So psychologically, your mind just tunes up. Say, hey, look, I've got to put in the effort to recoup my investment and advance in this particular business. So it becomes an extra why for you. So it's a psychological thing. You want to do that to yourself. It's like putting yourself in a room for success, locking the door and throwing the key out of the window, and telling yourself, I'm going to swim or walk on the water. You get what I mean? So go diamond and go all the way to achieve the success that you deserve. Number 9, only diamond in the first 30 days gives you the free $1,000 bonus products. The Diamond Challenge Extra. And what does that do? It makes it possible for you to wear more bling, making more money. Because, of course, remember, you've got to be a product of the product. You've got to deck up with the products. You've got to look good in the product. And, of course, that draws attention to you. Can't tell you how many people have gone into the business just because I had the products on and they're able to see what I was putting on. And that helped me to open up the conversation and get them into the business. And then, of course, number 10, why work the same for less? Right? Why earn less from the work you're doing, from the effort that you're putting in? All right? Diamond allows you to make twice as much as Celidium. The Celidium has a full cycle, level 7 cycle. Celidium earns $250 for a full cycle. The Diamond would earn $500. multiplied by 2. The diamond will earn 4 times what the retailer will earn. So why earn less for the same effort when you can earn more? It's a business, remember. So put in the investment there from day one. Make up your mind to maximize the business. Don't rest until you get to diamond. So these are very important factors. You've got to go diamond, all right? Maximize your investment in the business and go all the way. Now we're going into the GWT incentives program. Of course, you know, we have the diplomat, the ambassador, the regional ambassador, NA, and global ambassador. Of course, the CDSE, called Diplomatic School of Excellence. And we know to become a diplomat, you launch 3 BDMs, diamond BDMs. Now, the #1 requirement for you to be able to become a diplomat or an ambassador, a regional ambassador, national ambassador, global ambassador, the #1 requirement is you must have, or you must be a diamond BDM owner. Doesn't matter how many number of persons you've launched in the business. If you are not a diamond BDM member, you cannot become a diplomat. You cannot become an ambassador. You cannot become a regional ambassador, national ambassador, global ambassador. So if that's the #1 requirement, it tells you how important it is. All right. So of course, if you become a diplomat in the business, you can receive up to $2,000 shopping spree bonus. And let me tell you something that the CDSE does. When you accomplish CDSE in GWT, it draws attention to you. A lot of people you've spoken to in this business in the past who are just watching you from the sidelines, as you begin to rise in the CDSE, let me tell you what's going to happen. They're going to be the ones coming to knock on your door. They're going to be the ones coming to find out what you're doing. It's happened to me. It happened to other leaders. It's the same thing will happen to you. So you don't want to stay wherever you are right now. You want to keep going higher. You want to keep going up, because what happens, your light keeps shining, and of course, you keep getting this kind of attention. Because if you become an ambassador, you qualify for the ambassador cruise, and if you do it within your first 30 days, guess what? You win up to $10,000 bonus shopping spree, in addition to the $2,000 bonus shopping spree you won for becoming a diplomat. All right? And remember, all ambassadors qualify for an annual inclusive cruise, because flight not included. And of course, receive the ambassador pin and all the other wonderful stuff that comes along with being an ambassador. And then, of course, becoming a regional ambassador, this is the big meat. All right, go into the GROS. I mean, Team Nigeria, we all were just screaming and shouting when we saw GRS payments. You know, this last week, it was amazing, mind-blowing, inspiring, motivating. Huge congratulations again to all who earned the GRS. I'm telling you, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. So for regional ambassador, again, I say you have to be a diamond BDM owner. You launch 16 BDMs personally. One of them, you help assist support to become an ambassador. You average commissions per month of $5,000, and of course, group volume per month of group volume for one of the months for $50,000. All right, and you qualify for regional ambassador. Up to $3,000 for flights departing from Toronto and accommodations, and of course, the global revenue sharing bonus. You can qualify to get paid 1 share of 2% pool of packages sales worldwide. Remember, 2% of packages, 1% IA, and 1% of upgrades globally, coming up to a total of 4%. Absolutely fantastic, you know, GROS pool that we're talking about here. So what do you want to do? Go ROA. Go ROA. While you're building, expanding, just go ahead and launch 16 BDMs, but get to diamond. Of course, next is national ambassador. You want to be a diamond, you have to be a diamond. Launch 32 BDMs personally, and let them be on IA for 6 months. All right. Regional ambassador, they have to be on IA for 6 months. All right. And then at least one of them should become a regional ambassador. And then, of course, average commission, $10,000 per month, and then group volume of about 250,000 volume, 4,000 points per month. So that's what you want to do. You hit that, you know, for one of the months in the past 6 months prior to it, and then become a national ambassador. Because the luxury cap program prepared for 18 months, very much masterpiece, can be an option, because the NACA option can be exchanged for the very much masterpiece, valued at $54,000 retail, if desired. Okay, and again, the national ambassador enjoys 2 shares of the GROS, global revenue share, annually. And then the biggie, the global ambassador. What you want to do is launch 54 BDMs, let them be on IA for 1 year, and of course, one of them should be a national ambassador. You've supported, you've trained, you built, you assisted, and then you've been earning $20,000 per month team commission, and group volume 1 million. You become a global ambassador. So you qualify for the exotic luxury car program. You get a real gold pin, prepaid. The car program is paid for 18 months. You get a real gold pin, and we're talking absolutely exotic cars, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Rolls Royce, and Maserati, and so on. All right. Of course, you also have the option of taking the Ferry Mosh option or the Ferry President Master Timepiece option, valued at $90,000 retail value if desired. And of course, 3 shares of the global revenue bonus annually. All right. So this is what we're talking about. You come into the business from day one. You make up your mind that, look, I want to get to global ambassador from day one. And of course, take a look at the requirements. You have to go diamond. And then look at all the benefits of being diamond from day one. Tell yourself, I may start at whatever level I was able to start, but I'm going to make sure I get to diamond within the next few days. It becomes the culture in your team. It becomes the speed in your team. It becomes, the activity in your team. And of course, when you have a business that you're already looking at what you could do in the business, all right, you need to go everywhere to invest, to ensure that you get your business going. Get on the trainings, learn what you need to learn, and keep going and advancing in the business. Telling you, GWT, we are absolutely in a fantastic time. This is the moment. This is the best time in the entire world to advance in this company. This is the opportunity for you to earn Forex, an opportunity for you to live above the economy of whatever country that you're in. Of course, building this once and enjoying for life. Thank you so very much, everybody, for being on the call. I'm absolutely delighted to have had this privilege to handle this training tonight. And I'll just pass the call over to our Ambassador of the Month, Daniel Olonshoyi. I'm sure probably he may have one or two leaders say one or two things, and then if there are questions, we'll go ahead and answer them. Daniel, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am. Many thanks, Dr. Anthony. That was very insightful. Yes, we do have a couple of leaders on the call, notably National Ambassador Abdul Razak. So I'd like to have him give a word. NA, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello, Daniel. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Wow. Regional Ambassador Anthony is spitting fire, fire, fire. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. What an awesome, awesome training. Thank you so much for that. I mean, diamond is just where to go. Diamond is where to go. And, even for me, this is such a wake-up call, once again, and that's the most important thing about, attending trainings. Nobody knows it all. You can never know it all, and you just have to rejuvenate yourself every time with these types of training. So Diamond is where to go. Incidentally, a few hours ago, I can tell you, I was on a 3-way call with one of my success partners in Lagos, and he connected a call with a prospect of his in Saudi Arabia. And the gentleman asked me one simple question, because Alex had done the introduction and said, you know what, I just need to tell me, that's the prospect speaking now, tell me, how do I make this work? I just want you to tell me in a very simple way how to make GWT a success for me. And I said, sir, you know what? It's simple, but you have to put in the effort. And it starts from you becoming a diamond and then taking it all the way to 16.6. That's it about business. Because until you become a diamond, like Regional Ambassador Anthony said, why work the same for less? Because it's the same effort that will pay team commissions, at a lower value to everybody who is not yet a diamond, that will still pay a diamond $500, for every team cycle, every milestone in terms of 6 to 50. And then, of course, only the diamond. I mean, just look, the diamond advantage, you have two additional VDMs that is already being accumulated for you. The CV, the group volume points are just stacking up for you for when you are ready to cap. So the system is in place for us to take advantage of. Anybody who's not succeeding in their business today is, you know, again, it's, earlier on, I was speaking to some team members as well. I said, look, your GWT business, how much is it worth to you? It's worth exactly 11 letters. GWT, that's 3 letters, and business, that's another, what, 8? That's 11 letters. That's what it's worth to you if you don't work it. Simple. Because, I understand right now it's not a good time economically in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. But guess what? It's just the way it is. Inflation has been around before 2016. It just, it just beat us. It just came with a big bite. That's it. And we're feeling it, right? But guess what? Recession, there's always time for recession, and then expansion comes. You just have to be settled that these are just conditions that will continually happen. It's just like going up and down, up and down, up and down. We're now in a recession. Now, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? For those people who don't have a choice like we have right now, we have a business in hand. Some people only have a job. They're the worst hit. Because guess what? We all go to the same market. Everybody goes to the same market. Now you have a chance, because it is during in recessions that a lot of people get ahead, especially in the network marketing industry. They become millionaires. So it's time for you to take your business for what it is, become diamond, and achieve 16.6. Period. No ifs, no buts, no excuses. Because when I came into this business and I realized that some people had become national ambassadors, I said, you know what? I can do it. If they did it, I can do it. And I'll raise them to global ambassador. That's where we are right now. So if people can become ambassadors, regional ambassadors, national ambassadors, what's your excuse? The only thing holding you back is YOU. You. Thank you so much. Our Ambassador of the Month, back at you, Daniel. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, National Ambassador Abdulrazak. I think we also have R.A. Joy Oseghale on the call. Just before she shares with us, if you do have questions, I'd like you to signify by raising your hand, or just type in the question so that we can address it right after her talk. Okay, R.A. Joy, are you on the call? Hello, R.A. Joy. Dr. Anthony, can you hear me? Can we have R.A. Joy talk with us?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Whoa, like blast of fire rockets just coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out. Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, and thank you, our dear AOM, for bringing me on the call. Yeah, why we really have to go diamond. Dr. Anthony have been very detailed about it, and that's just the way everyone should go. You know, bearing in mind, you know, bringing it back home to Nigeria, it's a very trying period for us right now, you know, and what this company presents to us is an opportunity to combine the online business, you know, the sales that goes on there, trillions of dollars yearly, and, you know, combining them that with the fashion industry, which is recession proof, you know, and so you just have to go diamond, because I mean, you want to eat with all your fingers for the same efforts. Why endless? Why endless? This is a business that you want to, you know, go to any legal length, any lawful length to see to it that you get to the peak, all right, and that you are able to maximize your profit, your returns, your investment, whatever term it is that, you know, you want to call it. But diamond is the starting point. There's just no other way around it. You may get into, you know, universities now through various means, maybe through diplomat form of schooling, through pre-degree, through whatever. But here, if you want to go into the CDSE, you want to really make progress, you want to grow, you have to just get to diamond. You can't, there is no shortcut, you can't go around it. And you know, to me, I actually launched my more, you know, as you know, a diamond BDM owner, because from the onset I just felt, why not just go diamond? But if you came in as a retailer, as a silver or cylinder now, as we have it, gold, you have the golden goose right now in your hands. Imagine you launch a diamond VDM and you make also profit of $350. Why don't you give yourself a target? Give yourself 1 month, give yourself 1 week, give yourself, you know, whatever, but don't stay at that level. Get to diamond and start moving through the ranks of the, because that's when you can really begin to maximize that. And funny enough, some people choose to do less than diamond, not because they can't afford diamond, but because they don't want to pay the IA of 150. Isn't that funny? The IA of 150, you know, is a commitment that you make once in a month. Well, you get to diamond and you have the opportunity of having 3 months opened to you, and then you have the opportunity of growing to become a diplomat, to become an ambassador, and then you become part of the global revenue share. I mean, what would 150 impart you with or take away from you when you find yourself at this level? So let's get into our team. Let's spread this, you know, all around. Everyone, let's get to diamond. That's when you really begin to maximize the profit, you know, in global wealth trade. Like we say jokingly here at home, that's when you begin to eat with your 10 fingers. If you're not yet a diamond, you're just picking the goodies in global wealth trade, and that's not the way we do it. We do it spreadingly, and we do it eating with all our fingers. Eat with your feet. I mean, just get to diamond and shine. Remember, I mean, everyone on this call, every one of us, we have this star inside of us. Let's not shut it down by doing something less than what we know that we can do. Be bold, be daring, because you just have to tell yourself, this is, I'm in and I'm ready for this thing. And if you know that you're definitely ready, which I am mostly convinced that most of us should be, then the way is to go diamond. Diamond is just the way. Thank you very much again, ALM, for having me on the call. Back to you now.
Thank you very much, Regional Ambassador Joy. Thank you for sharing with us. I don't see any questions or any hands raised, so I guess I'll just leave it to Dr. Anthony to share some final words before we. Okay, there's a hand raised. Bola. Okay, Bola, can you unmute yourself? I've unmuted you from here.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Bola, please go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to ask a quick question. A prospect asked me recently, why do I need to pay IA of $150 for a diamond? And why am I forced to pay that when I don't feel like buying the products? So what will be the best response to such a person?
Okay, thanks. Dr. Anthony, you want to take that?
Okay, that's cool. I love it. I love that kind of question. When I always do my prospecting, I tell anybody I'm talking to when I'm having my seminars or our tours or prospecting, I tell them, hey, look, the second major reason I decided to do the business, GWT business, was because of the IA, because I understood it. And that was the second major reason I decided to come into the business and work with it. All right, because I recognize that the IA meant freedom. Now, if you have a boutique, physical boutique in the location, and assuming they asked you to pay 2 million to launch that boutique, and you launch the boutique and you got stocked up with some products and stuff like that in that particular boutique, and then you're doing some sales from that boutique and so on, and you need to be able to pick some products out of there for your own use from time to time. As time goes on, you need to restock. Yeah. Otherwise, if you're done with the products that you have right in there, we're talking about what you are doing for retail sales now, so you got to stock from time to time. So what you do as per purchasing and selling, all right, you can compare that in a way to the IA. But more actually, the IA is actually product movements, actually product sales, and nobody says you to do IA in GWT. Somebody can actually decide to say, I don't want to be on IA. And of course, if you're not on IA, you are still a luxury consultant. You are able to retail products and make your money. You are also able to launch new VDMs and get paid wholesale profit. But the other 4 areas that you can make money in GWT, you will not be able to make income from those areas because you'll not be able to accumulate group volume, and you cannot also grow into CDSE in the business. Now, let me tell you why. What is fair is fair. All right. Why should somebody make money from the activity of other people who are consistently making product sales by paying IA every single month? So if people are active and they are doing things in the business to advance the business, and this other chap is not on a monthly basis doing something to advance the business, why should you earn from their effort? It's not fair. It's not justice. It's not just. All right. And so you got to put that always at the back of your mind and say, hey, look, you want to also be able to benefit from the activity of your team and then leverage on the activity of the team. And this is also what the IA represents. And remember, there's nothing shipped out to you. It's not an auto ship. Nothing is shipped out to you when you are on your IA. Okay, and so that for me was absolutely freedom, because I knew what I experienced in other companies when I did some little network marketing work, and you find yourself, having to have products, you pay for shipping, they pull the stuff out to you. In those other companies, you just got to do it. It's almost like it's force. Okay, but the job is not. It's optional to you, but it makes business sense to stay on the IA. I'm telling you, it makes business sense. And then look at what I just taught. On this particular training. Being on IA gives you the opportunity to accumulate CV, commissionable volume, from the activity of your team. Whether they are on the IA, whether they are making product sales, whether they're launching new BDS, you accumulate CV. And that is residual income. All right, there's one other slide maybe I would have added to this particular training. It absolutely blew my mind when I calculated for myself, if I had 1,000 people in the business who are diamonds, for example, and they're on IA consistently, all right, one of these days we'll do the math together. Guaranteed, if they are on IA consistently every single month, you are also on IA $150. Guess what? That could earn you up to $7,200 in team commission monthly, just for having 1,000 people in the business who are diamond and they're active. That blew my mind, and it's one of the driving forces I have to share with people, to be able to get to that particular level and get other people to get to that level and help them to earn at that particular awesome level. So, my dear Bola, and every other person on the call who may have this question, maybe you meet people who speak like this, you've just got to explain to them and show them all the benefits of the IA and why the IA is in place and why it's something that removes pressure. And I'm telling you, if you explain it this way to people who are coming to the business and they know it's also optional, they'll make the right choice, which is to stay on the IA. Not to be on IA is business suicide. I'm telling you, because you lose so much not being on IA. And of course, all you have to do is get out there and take action in the business, and then you do it. But if you're going to be like Reza, who was so busy doing something else, it makes sense to stay on the IA, accumulate the CV, and then when you're now ready to pay attention to the business and work on the private team, you could just keep on cycling out by doing 1/3 of the work and making your money. So being on IA is absolutely smartness. Back to you, Danny, and I hope I answered the question.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I'm very sure. Yeah, NA, you want to contribute?
Yes, I want to contribute.
Please go on.
Yes, thank you so much,
please
Regional Ambassador Anthony, for that very lucid, response. I just want to add one or two more things. You see,
NA, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I'd just like to add something before you go on, please.
Okay.
Another person sent in a question in the same line so that you can also talk around that. He says, I'm a diamond and I'm contributing $150 every month. What is my benefit? Okay, just so that you can.
All right. So fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to speak upon. A lot of people, a lot of lottery consultants, are not educated. They don't have good education about the IA. IA means inventory account, monthly inventory account, MIA. That's the acronym, or IA for short. And what it simply means, ladies and gentlemen, IA is products. Simple. It's not an investment. It's not a contribution. Some people think they're paying this money to the company. You're not paying the company any money. You're simply buying products that you will buy, whether you're in GWT or not. Fashion items, and in our case, luxury designer products. You will buy these items whether you're in GWT or not, because guess what? You've been buying it all your life. And nobody has paid you for wearing them. GWT comes along and says, we can pay you for wearing our luxury designer products. Network marketing. I repeat, network marketing is a distribution method. Just like you have retail shops where people go in physically, pick up products from the shelves, make a payment. That's a channel of distribution of what? Products. Network marketing is a professional distribution method. For what? Products. We're simply moving products. That's what network marketing is all about. You're simply moving products from the manufacturer to the end user. And all different companies have their own, compensation attached to that activity. Without activity, distribution of products, the company will not make money. LCs, lottery consultants, distributors, whatever you want to call it, will not earn commissions. There will be no business. So the IA is simply moving products. And you're getting these products at a discount. And because you are buying products every single month, you are now eligible to earn the best type of income in the world. Which is what? Residual income. For crying out loud, ladies and gentlemen, this past week, I earned over $8,000 in pure residual income. Are you kidding me? And that includes my weekly commissions from the previous week and the over $5,000 that I earned in global revenue share. If I was not paying IA, by the way, they're products that I love anyway. If I was not moving those products, buying those products myself, or accumulating to buy them, there's absolutely no way that I will earn $5,000 plus in global revenue share. And guess what? Be ready to times that by another 10 or 20 in the next 1 year, 2 years from now. Residual income. Residual income. Only 5%, 10% people in the whole world earn this kind of income. You are in that percentage of those lucky, privileged people right now. Except you will not earn it if you don't do the work. Network marketing. A lot of people forget the work part of it. You have to put in the effort. It's a system. We have to move products. And the company says, you know what? Our system is monthly inventory account, which you're not even obligated to do it. You are not obligated to pay inventory account every single month. If you choose not to, so be it. But know that you will not enjoy residual income. You can only earn from your own personal effort of what? Still moving products by retail sales. I hope I've been able to put some more light on that question. Back to you, Daniel.
Thank you very much, NA. Thank you really, thank you much. I think that we have one more question. Someone is asking, will my VDM expire next year? Okay, will my VDM expire next year? Dr. Anthony?
Yeah, thank you so very much for that question, Makri. All right, now we have a VDM renewal, which is actually a renewal of the website. If you're into IT or anybody that uses websites, you know that you have payments that are made for hosting domains, hosting websites, and and so on, management of websites and everything. So usually people can actually pay for a month. There are some companies that ask you to renew your website every month, but GWT says, hey, look, you're coming to the business for the first 1 year, the website and the management of the website and everything is taken care of by the company. And then at the end of 1 year, you just renew the VDM. Now, I've had LCs ask me, and with a lot of, and I'm amazed at it, and they say so because there are some companies, for example, if you launch a Diamond VDM, $3,599, there are some companies, and you're going to renew that particular business for the next 1 year, they will require you to pay $3,599 again to renew. But in GWT, you launch as a Diamond $3,599, your renewal is just $194. Just the website renewal, and again, GWT will still ship out to you a welcome kit and some other information just for doing that. So the renewal is not the amount you launched your VDM with. The renewal is $194 for Selenium, Gold, and Diamond. The renewal for a retailer, I think, is $64 or $69, something like that. Okay, so just have that at the back of your mind. Yes, the website needs to be renewed, and it helps you to continue to enjoy the business. Now, I'm getting all these questions about IA, about renewal of VDM, and tells me probably we'll need to look at IA and renewals probably in our next Sunday webinar. So AOM, you can take a note of that if possible. We could schedule that so that people can actually benefit from the power of IA and renewals, and all of these questions and can be answered. Again, you can also go to our GWT page, our YouTube page, www.youtube.com/GWT to see trainings on IA. And also get in touch with your My5. They'll be able to direct you on where you can actually watch some videos that has to do with the training on the power of IA and renewals. All right, thank you so very much, everybody, for being on the call. Just to announce, we have a lot of tours and boot camps going on all across the country and across the world. Take advantage of these tours. Don't wait just to have tours in your city. If you see any flyer about tours in Abuja, tours in Warri, I know they have tours coming up this weekend in Enugu. We have tours coming up in Warri again this weekend. Take advantage of them, folks. Take advantage of the leaders, presenting. We had tours this last weekend, Lagos, absolutely fantastic. So always take advantage of this opportunity to advance and expand your business. Okay, once again, thank you so very much, everybody, for being on the call. And of course, we'll bring this call to a close shortly. And I'll pass the call over to our AOM, Daniel Olonshui. Thank you again for such a fantastic job this month. And thank you, National Ambassador Abdul Razak, for always being available to inspire and train. And great thank you also to Regional Ambassador Joy Oseghale, excuse breaker, excuse destroyer, for always being available to train, to support, and to inspire LCs all over the world in GWT. Back to you, AOM.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony. Really grateful and appreciate the training you have given us today. Also, many thanks to the leaders on the call, Awe Joy, N.A. Abdul. Thank you very much. You guys are inspiring as usual. And to all LCs, thank you for joining us and logging in today. Just sure hope and really am sure that you have learned, we've all learned something. I have personally learned a lot today. So I'm going to bring this to a close. Do have yourselves a very, very lovely week. So from here, from myself, have a very lovely night also if you're in Nigeria. And bye-bye to the billions.
Night, everybody.
Night, everyone.